Hello guys, it's Jelling here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so before I get into today's reading, obviously we all dealing with this coronavirus, and I know that I had a discussion about it with one of my previous videos. So I just thought I would say an update of my feelings towards the virus. Okay, so for me, this virus is obviously here to teach us some lessons. As I explained before, teaches us to think more about the collective as opposed to about ourselves. But in many ways, some people often don't think about what they can do about it. And you know me, my personal belief is when you share videos or share thoughts or talk about things all the time, you actually give energy to it, which then helps it expand. So, you know, once again, my thoughts are, instead of sharing videos on the virus and, you know, all the effects of everything that's going on, to rather share, you know, something positive. So if you can find any positive stories, I know this morning I saw quite a few stories of, you know, how with us not constantly being out there and some people being at home, that how Mother Nature is starting to heal. You know, a good way once again is to possibly find ways to, you know, reach out to your community again. You know, don't isolate yourselves completely, even if you have to go online. You know, instead of bulk buying from the shops, if there's something you needed, reach out to maybe possible your farmers in the neighborhood. You know, find people that you can help, because, you know, when we go into this crisis mode, we go into a me mode, and that's the worst thing you can do. You know, God and the angels really want you to help and reach out to others. You know, obviously I'm a Reiki practitioner, and so for me it's sending out healing in any which way. Transcendental meditation is a really good way to reach others and to send out this positivity that can really reach the world. I'm also offering some, you know, distance healing, and for those of you out there that are also Reiki practitioners or do any kind of healing, I hope you too can find a way to send out healing to the world, so that we can just try and reach as many people as possible and just help them through the processes of dealing with this really difficult time. Okay, so for those of you who are not interested in that and you're interested in today's reading is all going to be who has a crush on you. So we get to see, you know, who is it that's secretly in love with you and who has a crush on you. Okay, so pile number one, I haven't got the piles out yet. I'm actually going to shuffle and do it just now. Pile number one is this beautiful tiger's eye. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I'm just trying to bring it in. Actually got some really good colorings in here. Okay, pile number two is this white clear quartz, and pile number three is this beautiful pink quartz. Okay, so think about those piles, and I will bring you through your reading. Have a good day or weekend. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number one, which was the tiger's eye stone. Okay, so who has a crush on you? Right, so okay, by looking at the cards, we've got someone who, we have quite a lot of earth energy, which is your Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We've got a water card there, which is your Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we've got quite a bit of fire, which is your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's get into who is who has a crush on you. Okay, so we've got someone who, with the Death card, I'm going to take that one first. This is someone who has come out of possibly quite a bad ending. He or she has dealt with either a physical death or an emotional death. So that's an ending of a relationship. Something that's, you know, was obviously quite traumatic. It was quite a serious ending. You can see by the people that are around. I mean, you know, there's death and there's sadness and people are mourning, praying, all sorts. So this is quite a serious an ending that happened with this person. And they are at the moment focusing on that ending. So they might be too focused on that. So this might be someone that, even though they have a crush on you or have feelings for you, they're battling. They're still focused on everything that's gone wrong, which means they cannot actually focus on you right now. So this is maybe why, or this is maybe why they can't come out to tell you how they feel about you right now, because they're still focusing on the loss that they've had. It's got you crying over spilt milk. Things haven't turned out as the way they'd hoped. So they really, there was a situation that they were really hoping to have. Maybe that situation's with you. This, just say for example, this could still be an ex that was very focused on you or having a relationship with you, and it didn't work out. But now they're still very, very hurt. Okay. You've got someone who's either learning a new skill at the moment, or they are someone who has to go back to school. Maybe they want to change their career and they have to actually go and study something new in order to change their career. Someone who is, you've got someone they're very professional. Maybe at the moment that's where their focus is. They are quite passionate people. Very responsible, very practical, someone who's possibly, maybe they're very lucky and they've got a bit of the Midas touch. They might be just going through, they are possibly just having a very success, I'm seeing someone with a lot of success at the moment. So, maybe their focus is, at the moment, is really more on work than it is on anything else, because, it's either that or, like I say, they've got a very earth energy, about them. Okay. We've got the Emperor card here, so that's very much a Aries card. So this is someone who is very down to earth, very practical, a father figure, someone who's very wise. They might be a bit controlling. Very masculine. Once again, someone they're stable, they're quite protective. They're protective of the people that they love. That's for sure. They're very ambitious, and again, at the moment, they are definitely very focused on their career and their money. Someone who's possibly got facial hair. You've got someone who, there's two. I've got a man there with facial hair, and I've got another man here with dark hair. He's also got a bit of facial hair. You're looking at someone who's, or possibly quite slim with like a blonde, fair hair. But there's someone who, they're about to make a move, because we've got someone who's got a lot of movement. The delays are falling. So, all their bad luck or what they've gone through, it's about to end. Okay. And they're looking to decide where to go from here. It's either that or they're about to travel somewhere. Okay. Again, you've got the King of Wands. So even with this, fire, and fire is your, I think I just mentioned that before. Yeah, your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You've got very much the energetic leader. So again, this is someone who's very career focused. Okay. They possibly might have had some form of financial windfall, or maybe they've started a new business and their business is just really taking off, or their career is taking off, and they're starting to move in that kind of a direction. Someone who's very wise, they have their wits about them, and they've got a lot of creative energy, a lot of they like to be very positive. This is someone who's very positive, and they look at the positive aspects of life and all the possibilities of where life can go and what life leads. Okay, you've also got a slight daydreamer. Okay, so this is someone who, that they like to look at the imagination. Their minds wander a lot, and they really do love their quiet time. So this is someone who often sits and they contemplate. They might like to be near the ocean, and they spend their time just really thinking a lot. They think about their life, they think about what they want, where they want to go. If you're a male looking for a female, she could be, a dark hair female. I don't see many other females in this, so this is possibly the only female in there. So you might have a dark hair female who likes to spend time by the beach. Exactly, that's the kind of energies that I get. So if you know who this person is, then let me have a look. They could be moving towards you quite quickly though, okay? So, might have a lot of passionate, fiery energy coming towards you with quite a bit of love. But at the moment, like I said, don't think that they're not interested if you don't hear from them. I just think that they're quite focused on their work and their careers at the moment, and then they might surprise you. All right. Okay, that's what I have for my pile number 1. Hello, and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 2. Okay, so what do we have here? Who has a secret crush on you and who was in love with you? Okay, so we've got quite a lot of air signs. So air is your Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And then we've got some fire, which is your Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. All right, so the person who has a crush or who's in love with you is someone who has come out of quite a bad situation. So something hasn't really worked out very well for them. They've had quite a bad ending. I mean, I can see straight away with this 10 of Swords, they've completed something quite terrible. I mean, this 10 swords are stabbing someone in the back and there's blood coming out. So that's very much a card of massive endings for them. They've been hurt quite a lot. That they've really had to come out of a terrible time and a very terrible situation. Okay. So, someone who might have just been broken up with or they did the ending, doesn't really matter, but either which way it hurt them quite a lot, and it's given them, they've taken a lot of time out in order to do a lot of their healing, and that's what they're dealing with at the moment. Okay. You've also got someone, so if you're a man and you're asking about who's in love with you, this is someone who is quite sexy. Okay, so I see someone who has got something about her eyes is very sexy. So she's got those like really sexy come to bed eyes. This can be for a woman as well, so just change it. Someone who she's quite independent. I've got someone who has, she's creative. I mean, she loves, either painting or, just doing pretty things, or she loves a lot of her jewelry. Like she might have a lot of gorgeous jewelry. She likes to wear, very vivacious clothes. You've got someone who's quite sexy, possibly big busted. Someone that's just really, really sexy. Like you've got someone who has just got a lot of sex appeal. Very pretty person. Okay, this is someone who's very confident, very warm, very intelligent, and very graceful. I mean, this is not your like a tarty looking woman. She's quite upmarket. Okay, so yeah, you definitely, you've got someone who's definitely upmarket, as I said. She might be someone who is, again, you don't ever underestimate her because, she's a very strong woman. And again, very sexy. I think this is someone who, there's a lot of men that are very attracted to her. She's got a lot of admirers, but she only has eyes for you. Aren't you a lucky person? They can go for a man as well. It doesn't have to be. Even though, I think this one here is also, this is your King of Fire. So this is someone who's your counterpart, if I actually have to put it that way. So if you're a man, you're the King of Fire and she's your queen. Okay, you're the knight and she's your queen. So she could either be older than you or she's more mature than you. So this could be quite interesting, but it's almost like, that there's the sense of quite an interesting couple here, having the his and hers kind of relationship. So either you or her is, or him, so should I say, is someone who's very passionate, someone who's very adventurous, very self-assured. So, someone who's, he's on his steed and he's quite the good-looking man. He might be a bit restless. They don't think things carefully through. They love this like immediate kind of attention, like someone who, come, let's just get up and let's just go. We're adventurous. Today we're going to go do this, or this is someone who will book a holiday at the last minute, or will wake up in the morning and go, okay, you know what? Today we're going to go do X, Y, and Z. This is someone who likes to plan. They like adventure. They love to travel, and they like exotic foods, or someone who has just a lot of passion, but passionate about arty or food, or love to cook. Someone that's someone who's very creative and very passionate. Okay, so you could talk about the King of Swords. Man or female. This is someone who is. They cut straight through the bullshit. So this is someone who, someone who's just straight to the point. They might be fun and passionate and creative, but and very attractive, but at the same time, this is not someone you really want to mess with or have an argument with, because they will force their control. This is not someone who takes a lot of bullshit. Once again, they're loving and stuff, but you hurt them, and wow, they'll take out their swords and cut through the bullshits, put you out in the cold very quickly. Okay. They're very logical, so that they think very much with their, they think a lot. So this is someone who uses their brain quite a lot. They're very good problem-solving skills. So this is someone who's, they're very clever, very intelligent. They've got a lot of good judgment. So often you'll find they'll be a very good judge of character. So you'll meet someone and they'll say to you, you know what, I don't like that person, and you'll go, why? I don't understand. And something will come out and you don't quite understand why, but they'll be, the truth. I mean, this person, there's no bullshit with them. They speak the truth. So they're not someone who wants to play games. So if you want to, get this person, they're not game players. If you want them, you need to be as direct as what they are. You need to come out and say, hey, listen, I'm interested. Where can we go? Because they don't bullshit. They don't play games. If you've hurt this person, watch out, because you're going to have to come back on hands and knees, begging hands and foot, because they'll literally just cut you off if you don't appreciate this person, okay? Because once again, this is someone who's very attractive. They can get someone else, okay? So I highly suggest that if you are interested in this person, don't mess with them, okay? But yeah, they're very good with their minds. You've also got the psychic card, and I'll come back to the Knight of Pentacles. But this is someone who's possibly either psychic, or once again, very mental. They use their psychic, intuition. Someone who maybe they tarot readers, or they like the spirituals. You're talking about someone who's extremely spiritual. They love dealing with the spiritual practices. They very interested in the afterlife and how it all works. Anything to do with spirituality and dealing with angels and all that kind of stuff, okay? This is someone who's very responsible, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who, they're very responsible. So they're going to work hard. Once again, I see someone who's very independent. So if you're a man, you're looking at a woman, she's very independent, she's responsible. Okay, so you don't have to worry about someone who is going to waste money or waste their time. This is someone who you can trust. You can trust this person because they don't lie. I'm not saying they don't ever lie, but in general, they don't like liars. They don't like lies. So they are very responsible. They know what they want, and they're not scared to go out there and get it, because they're hard workers. Okay, they will pursue their goals, again, methodical. Someone who's just very clever, okay. Maybe even possibly a perfectionist, okay. So they battle with things not being in alignment. They battle, they might even battle, with a relationship with this person they might come across as very hard, because they just want perfection. but they're very loving. They're very loving people. They're warm. They're generous. They will really give to you and whoever they are with. They will give you everything, but you better give it back, because if you don't, then you will lose out. This in the nicest way possible. A very powerful person, very sexy person, someone who you really and truly want to marry. This is really and truly marriage material. This is the wife of your dreams. This is the husband of your dreams, I think, provided you just, like I say, take the good with the bad. They're not perfect. Because they're perfectionists, they might come across as nasty or cruel or to the point, but it's only because they want to help you. They want to make you a better person, or they want to grow in your careers, or whatever it is. That their intentions are really, really good. They just might come across as not so good at times, but that's not who they actually are. Okay, well, with all of that, I hope you got something out of that, and you can figure out who this person is. And I think you could be quite lucky if you got a person like that's in love with you. But each to their own. Okay, that's what I got for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to pile number 3. This is your who has a crush on you or who's secretly in love with you reading. Okay. So, the first thing I'm picking up is you got someone who's got an Empress energy. Okay. So, if you're a man, then this is a woman, someone who, she loves her security, possible abundance, someone who's a mother, or, definitely has a mother figure. If she isn't a mother, then she's definitely someone who could be a mother to you, your children. Not to you, sorry, your children. Okay, someone who, she's surrounded by comfort, and she likes the good things in life, okay? If you're a woman, well, then this is just a man that possibly is very in touch with his feminine side. So this is someone who's also very creative. He also likes, he likes good things, maybe his technologies and things like that is quite good. Also, very possibly, likes a lot of money and abundance, likes his security, and that they love to give. They've once again got almost like a motherly energy, like they love to give, and how they treat people is just very, very loving, very kind, very giving. Okay. This is someone who might also have had a bit of a bad decision around this time. They are struggling. They possibly made an unwise choice in the recent past, and now they're dealing with the situation. Okay. Someone who, they don't, maybe they're not trusting because something in the past has upset them or hurt them, and so now they're not really too sure who they can trust and who they can't trust. Okay. But you still got someone who's very focused. They know what they want. They're going after what they want. They very possible, very good leaders. Someone who's very good with communication. Someone who, again, I'm getting someone with a lot of creativity. They're a very motivated person, very ambitious, charismatic. Someone who's a bit of an idealist as well. So they like the, almost the ideal world, so they might battle with the real world kind of effort because, they prefer what's happening in the ideal world. When they do communicate, they communicate with vision. So this is not someone who doesn't know what they want in life. They know exactly what they want. They've got their vision. They might battle to get there. That they might get quite stuck in the bad times, or they might get stuck in the past, or just stuck, but they definitely got the focus, and they've got a lot of drive. So someone who's, maybe just possibly moved or traveled, has traveled overseas, or they're, traveling via water somehow, or they're just someone they've come out of a bad situation again. They've made an unwise choice in the past, and now they are traveling to better times. They now want to move on. They want to let go of whatever shit they've gone through, and they really are ready to come forward into something a lot better. Okay. They're someone who's carried a lot of burdens. So they've just, the weight of the world has been on their shoulders. They've just really battled to come out of whatever they've had to deal with. And it's been very burdensome. That they've taken on so much, and they're really tired at the moment. And they may be having to just spend some more time, going within to try and figure out what they want to do, or how they want to go about everything that they want to come, with their life at the moment. Again, work hard. They do work hard though. Okay, they might be just maybe also, like I said, dealing with a lot of stress that they've just come out of dealing with a very stressful situation. This could be someone from your past. Okay, might be a childhood friend, a childhood lover, a childhood an ex-boyfriend. This could be definitely an ex that's returning to you, and there's someone, or it's either someone or from your past, or it could be a soulmate, and it feels like someone from your past. Like when you meet this person, or if you haven't met this person, when you meet this person, if you have, then when you have met them, you'll automatically start to realize that, wow, this person feels so familiar. Like you just know them. It's not a difficult one. That's also very much a soulmate card. Something just feels very right about this relationship. There's very little confusion, very little not knowing them. It's just, everything just felt like, wow, I'm really connecting to this person. I really know what it feels like to date this person. You guys will definitely be good friends. This is not just someone who you are dating. They are very much a good friend, a good person that you can speak to. You can have a lot of fun and joy. They maybe even possibly like a childlike personality, where they, like I said, quite creative, and they like to disappear into their, not childish, I don't mean in a childish way, but they like to be with their inner child. So this is someone who likes to maybe play fun games. I'm not talking about relationship games, but someone who, they like to have a lot of fun. Okay, a lot of dealing with whatever it is. They don't want to deal with all the stresses and that, so they like to have a lot of fun to help them. Okay, this is someone who's very empowered. So they, again, focus, perseverance. I mean, they're very focused. They know exactly what they want in life. So this is not someone who doesn't know what they want or where they want to go, okay? Again, someone with quite a lot of vitality. So again, very fun individual, this person. We've got a bit of a mixture here, guys. We've got air signs. We've got, so that's your Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We've got fire signs, which is your, sorry, I've gone blank. Your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Swords, again, that's air signs. And then your cups, which is very much your water signs. There's no dominant sign in this deck, actually. It seems to be quite a mixture, so there's no definite one in this one, so you just got to kind of go with that. The Empress is also very much the Venus. She's attached to Venus, so this is someone who's very romantic possibly as well. I mean, there you've also got someone who's offering his cup, a very large cup, to a female, and there's a lot of flowers. So yeah, someone who's definitely quite emotional. They're not shy to show their emotions or how they feel about you. We've got a lot of flowers. So yeah, again, someone who's very romantic. Okay, so I've kind of that's what I've got for you. I'm not too sure if anything like that resonates, but please let me know and comment down below. I will speak to you soon. Enjoy your weekend.